Are you trying to decide between buying new construction or an established home here in Fayette or Coweta County, Georgia? Before you fall in love with that shiny new build or write off that charming resale, let's talk about the real pros and cons of both. Because trust me, it's not just about the age of the house. It's about your lifestyle, your timeline, your budget, and yes, even how much yard you want. Hi, I'm Daphne Bousquet, a local realtor here in the South Atlanta suburbs, and I help buyers just like you every day figure out the right home, not just on paper, but in real life. Whether you're relocating to be closer to family, upgrading for more space, or downsizing to simplify life, knowing the difference between new and resale homes can make all the difference. Let's start with new construction because who doesn't love the idea of a brand new house? One of the biggest pros of buying new construction is that it's completely move-in ready. Everything's new. The roof, the HVAC, water heater, appliances, electrical, you name it. You're not inheriting someone else's problems or quirks. And that peace of mind can be worth a lot, especially in the first few years of home ownership. You also get the modern floor plans that buyers love right now. Think wide open living spaces, oversized kitchen islands, walk-in pantries, high ceilings, and giant owner suites with spa-like bathrooms. Builders are designing with today's preferences in mind, so you're more likely to find things like luxury vinyl plank floors, dedicated home offices, and even EV charging ports. And if you're buying early in the build process, customization is a big perk. You may be able to choose your cabinets, countertops, flooring, tile, and paint colors, so you end up with a home that really reflects your style. And here's something a lot of buyers don't know. Builders are offering serious incentives right now, especially on standing inventory. If a home's already built and sitting, they want it sold. And that might mean that they'll buy down your interest rate, cover closing costs, or throw in an upgraded appliance or fence. And with high interest rates, these incentives can go a long way toward making monthly payments more affordable. But before you go off running to the nearest new construction community, be sure to take your realtor with you. Because if you go by yourself, you will not be able to be represented by an agent. Make no mistake, the agent at the model home represents the builder. And as nice and helpful as they are, they have the best interest of the builder at heart, not yours. And if you're interested in a new construction home here on the south side of Atlanta, give me a call. I'm always happy to help out. And if not me, be sure to get your own representation. You can set up a call with me by scanning this QR code, or reach out to me at my contact information in the description. Now, let's talk about the lot sizes because there's a big misconception out there that all new homes are crammed together. And that's not always true. Now, in Peachtree City, it's true that land is limited and the few new neighborhoods like Towson Village and Laurelbrook have smaller lots and price tags north of $800,000. But head just a little further out, and it's a different story. In Fayetteville, for example, you got Godby Park or Ava Gardens, where custom builders are offering gorgeous homes on lots of more than an acre. And same with parts of Sharpsburg and rural Coweta. Plenty of space, plenty of privacy, and brand new homes. So if you want elbow room and new construction, don't rule it out. You just need to know where to look. And I can help with that. Let's go over the downsides of new construction. And the first thing is cost. In our area, we have more custom and semi-custom home builders than national production builders. And that means that you're often starting around $900,000 to $1 million if you want a larger lot and high-end finishes. Although you can find some gorgeous homes for closer to $800,000. And these are beautiful homes, but they're not budget builds. Also, that base price you see advertised, that doesn't include the upgrades. The builder model home has all the bells and whistles, but the base home might come with carpet, cheaper countertops, and basic lighting. And by the time you add everything you want, you could be well over budget. I've seen some upgrades cost $100,000 or more, and that's before you add a fence or custom landscaping. And granted, those are big houses. Build time is another thing to consider. If you're building from scratch, you could be waiting 9 to 12 months, or even longer if there's delays. Even if you're buying something already under construction, finalizing permits, inspections, and finishing touches can take weeks or months. And that's not ideal if you're relocating quickly or selling another home at the same time. And finally, there's the HOA factor. Most neighborhoods have a homeowners association, and they tend to be stricter. That means rules on everything from what kind of fence you can have to how often you mow your lawn. Now, it keeps the neighborhood looking nice, but it's not for everyone. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about established neighborhoods. If you've ever driven through Timberlake in Fayette County or Lake Redwine in Coweta, you know the appeal. These neighborhoods have mature trees, larger lots, and homes with real architectural variety. No two homes are exactly alike. You might see a charming brick traditional next to a custom craftsman, next to a ranch with a big rocking chair front porch. And that curb appeal is hard to replicate with new construction. And the lot sizes are often bigger, especially in neighborhoods built before the 2010s. 1 acre or even multi-acre lots are not uncommon. And that means more space for kids to play, room to add a pool, or just more privacy between you and your neighbors. You also get prime locations. Many established neighborhoods are closer to top-rated schools, shopping, and daily conveniences. And some are even on the Peachtree City golf cart path system, which is a huge perk if you want that connected lifestyle without actually living in Peachtree City proper. But let's talk cons, because older homes aren't perfect either. The most obvious one, wear and tear. You could be dealing with an older roof, HVAC system, or water heater. Maybe electrical panel needs upgrading. Maybe the windows aren't energy efficient. And these things can add up, especially if you're not planning for them. Cosmetic updates are another consideration. You might walk into a home and see 1990s cabinets, brass fixtures, or tile that's seen better days. But here's the thing. Those cosmetic updates are usually cheaper than the premium upgrades you'd pay for in a new build. And you can do them on your timeline, not the builders. Also, older homes may not be as energy efficient unless they've been updated. Your utility bills might be a little higher if insulation or windows haven't been replaced. But again, that's something you can tackle as part of your ongoing home improvements. So, how do you decide? Let me break it down simply. Choose new construction if you want modern, low-maintenance living. You love that new house smell and want the latest floor plan. You can afford to wait, or better yet, take advantage of that builder incentives on standing inventory. And you're okay with paying a little more for convenience and customization. Choose an established neighborhood if you love larger lots, mature trees, and more privacy. You want a location that's already close to schools, shopping, and cart paths. You don't mind updating over time to get exactly what you want. And you're looking for more value per square foot. Some of my clients end up surprised by how much they love the character of an older home once they see the neighborhoods in person. And others fall in love with the clean lines and fresh finishes of new construction and decide the wait is worth it. It's really about what matters most to you. So, still trying to decide what's right for you? That's where I come in. I've helped dozens of families find the perfect fit, whether it's a brand new custom build or a charming home in a quiet, tree-lined neighborhood. And I'd love to help you too. So if you're thinking about making a move to Fayette or Coweta County, let's chat. You can drop your questions in the comments below or schedule a call using the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.